Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm Dyre, and I'm bringing you my first 100 plus on Black Ops 7. I got it with the Swordfish. I'm going to have the class linked at the end of the video. The setup wasn't anything impressive. I just prestiged the weapon, so I only had the attachments I perma-unlocked. If you're curious and would like to click off sooner, I'm running Pentaburst, the Elo sight, the Strafe front grip, as well as the Strafe stock. That's pretty much it. This gun, this was right before it had gotten nerfed. This gun was really stupid, and to be fully honest, this is the best lobby I've gotten on Black Ops 7. I was only playing with my girlfriend in this game, and I choke a shit ton of nukes. There was only one kid who was really any good on the enemy team. He's the guy with the Peacekeeper, and you'll see him piece me up a few times, but everyone else was pretty much a free slam dunk. It was fun to use the Swordfish in Black Ops 7, but I feel like a lot of the balancing decisions they made with this gun were kind of fucking nuts. I don't know why they decided to make it like a low mobility insta-kill burst, which isn't how the Swordfish played at all in BO4. In fact, it was notable for having an attachment called Quick Draw 2, which was quick draw, but again, which obviously makes it pretty fucking fast. In this game, the Swordfish is super slow, super clunky, but it can one burst pretty much anything. The only nerfs they did to it were for extreme range and recoil. Like, this gun is still fucking stupid. For my kill streaks, I'm running UAV, Hater, and Swarm. I actually meant to run Wraps, and I guess I didn't equip them correctly. I might have equipped them to the 4th kill streak slot. But I wasn't trying to get a 100 bomb or get a gameplay or anything during this. I was literally just trying to get my camos done. My apologies for the recording being theater mode. I wasn't live recording at the time. I had trouble live recording for quite a while. Because my Elgato actually lit on fire, which was pretty impressive considering it wasn't plugged into a power source, but it managed to spontaneously combust. Thank God I was home when it did. But I have gotten another capture card now, so hopefully I can get back to streaming once I feel more up to it. This audio recording is going to be me doing my best right after work. I am straight up in my car recording this, so I hope it's not too horrific for y'all. For my lethal, I'm running the Semtex. For my tactical, I'm running Stim Shot. For my field upgrade, I'm using the ammo pack. My secondary is the fucking offense to God China Lake in this game with like a fucking stick mag for some reason. I wasn't running any of the pistols because I'm trying to get all the weapons level 250, and I believe at this time I had every secondary level 250 with the exception of the Cap 40, the crossbow, and this noob tube, as well as the arrow RPG. I think my idea was to put on the noob tube to make it easier to get rid of the dog kill streak, but it was not very effective at that, so I ended up taking it off. If you're running this, I definitely recommend running a pistol secondary, preferably something high mobility. The RK7, RK5 type pistol would be pretty good for that, but I managed to get away with the noob tube here. When I queued into this match, it was with my buddy Zekin, who I've been playing with since Black Ops 4 as the host, his girlfriend, me, and my girlfriend. Our girlfriend's stats are significantly lower than ours, even though my girlfriend's stats are above average. Zekin's girlfriend's stats definitely less so. So that may have been why we got into such a good lobby. He actually ended up having to get off because his girlfriend wanted to play something else. And they hopped to do that, so it was just me and my girlfriend in this lobby. I feel bad that he missed out. This definitely would have been a bro new. That being said, I was really happy to get this 100 bomb, especially considering I wasn't really trying for one here. I was sad that I choked a few of the nukes in this gameplay, but, you know, it is what it is. I've nuked before, I'll nuke again. My advice, if you're using the swordfish, basically control your engagement distance. With how they've reworked rapid fire on the burst weapons, they're a lot better close range when you run rapid fire, but significantly more difficult for like long range heady v heady gunfight. So when you're looking to take those engagements, considering how you're placing your body, the way you're peeking, consider jiggle peeking instead of just sitting on the heady, things like that. I don't feel like the swordfish, even after the nerf, has that bad of recoil, but I know some people struggle with it, so muzzle brake may be better for y'all. My final attachment was suppressor, but everything else is just for ADS movement speed, because as I said, in this game they made the swordfish very clunky, and they gave it like a noticeably small headshot multiplier. I know they reworked it recently, so like your headshot multiplier applies to the chest. This gun, and how they decided to implement it, is definitely too strong, but it wasn't in a super fun way, which I think was the biggest issue with the weapon. I would rather have like a you can't one burst unless it's all headshots without pentaburst type of weapon, but that's definitely not what we got here. Coming up is where I get absolutely spit on by this kid with the Peacekeeper. Nothing but love to this guy. Again, no one was reverse boosting in this lobby. Luck of the draw that we got it, I guess. We were just queuing for Reg Dom and Reg Hardpoint, as I personally prefer objective modes, and in the recent Call of Duty games, you aren't required to play specific game modes for 100%er outside of very specific circumstances, i.e., you know, nuked out, and some of them require, like, things in SND. For the swordfish specifically, the only camo I was working on here was headshots. Again, I'll throw up that class screenshot at the end. I hope you guys are all having a good day. My apologies once more if the audio isn't perfect. It's been harder to do voiceovers recently, as I find myself particularly exhausted after work, and I've been going through a bout of sinus infections, which made it a lot harder to justify, you know, doing voice recording. But I do plan on uploading Black Ops 7 definitely for the rest of this year. Looking to next year's Call of Duty, I'm not exactly super excited. Yeah, look at that kid's beam with the PK. Kid spat on me. Nothing but respect to him. So I don't know what I'll be doing video-wise for that year, but, you know, we keep going. Hopefully soon I will be able to get up to streaming some more Black Ops 3 Road to Dark Matter if you guys want to see that. I'm still trying to hit level 1000 and get all the Dark Matter camos on all the weapons, including DLCs and stuff. So if you guys are interested, feel free to follow my Twitch. It's just DyreClaw. Just DyreClaw. Nothing crazy. When it comes to my recommendations for going for 100 bombs, if you can consistently rip your higher tier streaks, UAV really isn't great in this game, especially in the sweatier lobbies, just because of how prevalent Ghost is. Blue perks are definitely the strongest category of perks in this game for the majority of people. That just isn't what I like to run. For example, in this gameplay, I was running the perk that lets you regen faster on objectives, Attack Mask, Flak Jacket, and Looper, along with 5 attachments in the GL Secondary, the Stim Shot, the Ammo Pack, and the Semtex. There are multiple viable lethals. I definitely don't think Semtex is something you have to use, it's just the easiest, so you'll see most pub stomps and sweats just running the Semtex. I'd already completed the Tacticals and Lethals Mastery for all of them, so I just had Semtex on this class. When you're looking at specific strategies for things like Hardpoint, what can definitely be an issue is your teams playing the OBJ too hard, which was kind of to my advantage here because this was definitely a lower skill lobby that included my teammate. The majority of the game, I actually had teammates leaving because they were getting spit on too hard, which let the enemies get a score buildup, and that allowed me to drop my 100 bomb. At the end, I end up capping out the objective. It's going to be bugged here, but we did actually win. I hope you guys have an excellent day. Take care. Love you.